Alright, what's up guys? Gonna be coming at you with a quick deck profile and tournament report of the deck I ran at Tinley Park Regional on the 4th of January. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't take too long. But alright, we'll just get into it. I played like my own like anti-meta deck. I really didn't base it off anyone else's deck. I just it just came into my head like when I was thinking of random crap. But yeah, so I'm playing Triple Caius, one of just my favorite cards in the game. It's just so good, pretty much an answer to almost everything. And yeah, you'll like understand why I'm playing so many tributes. Double Majesty's Fiends, like also one of my other favorite cards. It's amazing. And double Vanity's Fiends. I'm playing I wish I could have played a third Majesty's Fiend over like one of the Vanity's Fiends, but I didn't have one at that point, so I just played D7. It worked out really well. It was like sometimes they were cloggy, but of course when you're playing 7 tributes, you're gonna have some cloggy hands. But yeah, other than that, it was really good. This card was amazing. This card was also amazing, Caius. And Vanity's Fiend was good like most of the time. Sometimes it was just not very good, but yeah, those 7. I'm also playing, this is the card that, like, I wouldn't play this deck if this card didn't come back to 3. Tengu, one of my favorite cards. It's like a 1700 floater, like a really good floater, and like this is pretty much tribute fodder for these guys. But yeah, like opening Tengu and like sacking it for a Caius next turn and bringing out another Tengu and swinging for a bunch of damage is really good standard play. I'm sure that was like one of the plays that Tengu plants used to use a lot back in the days. But yeah, Tengu is really good. Like no other card can replace this to make this deck function like it did, or like it's supposed to. So yeah, triple Tengu. Played also triple Banisher. Like I said, it's an anti-meta deck. This card was really good turn 1. Turn 2 was pretty garbage, obviously. But yeah, opening this turn 1 with like another Floodgate or like back row was really good. Unless like they summoned Denko second and just ran over it. But whatever. Triple Banisher was really good. Like in Burning Abyss, they pretty much have to like waste a good amount of resources to get rid of this if they don't draw like Snatch Steal or Regeki or whatever, or like a simple out. But like if they go into Dante, they have to detach, and that's gonna get banished. And then whatever they mill is gonna get banished, which they have to mill at least 2. So yeah, this card is really good against Burning Abyss. I played double Myrmilio. First draft of the deck, I played 3 of this and 3 targets, but after testing, I just realized it was pretty dead sometimes. So yeah, I mean 2 was really good. Even turn 1, it's not like super amazing, but like it was still a good turn 1 card. But yeah, and then I also played 1 Grand Mole, just an out to problematic monsters. It was good with Floodgates. Attacking a Dante while you have Floodgates was really good, and just an out to like Construct and stuff. And pretty much same with this card, Warrior Lady, except it just straight up banishes the monster. It's really against this, but like I wanted more like outs to bigger monsters. I wanted some good turn 2 cards, I guess. But it was still just like a 1-for-1. It wasted your normal summon, which is sometimes just too slow for this meta. But yeah, it was still pretty good. And then yeah, that's it for the monsters. I believe that is I believe that's 18. Sorry if I'm wrong, you're gonna have to recount, but like yeah, I think it was 18. For the spells, I played triple Duality, obviously. It was just consistency booster. And of course you're playing anti-meta. Like the only time this will get in the way is if you Duality into a Tengu and like it dies or something, but you usually won't do that. And then another card that made it possible to run 7 tributes was this card. Triple Stormforth. This pretty much made the deck not as cloggy as it should have been. Going second and opening this and like Majesty's Fiend was really good. Especially if you have like a Lance. Oh yeah, I play Forbidden Lance. it was just really good. It's like secure Majesty's Fiend, good against like any deck pretty much. But yeah, it's also good with Caius, and yeah, there's a good out to monsters. And then I played double lands. First draft I played 3, but I figured 2 was better because like I just didn't need it as often, and the only monsters I really want to protect are Banishers or like the Fiends. And yeah, it was really good. This was really good against Denko. I just learned that you really shouldn't set this against Dolls because there's literally like no reason to. It's like it helps you have an out to Denko on your turn. And I played double Night Beam. I didn't main any MSCs. I had them in the side, but obviously because the reason people play MSC is like to hit Floodgates or Vanities as well as the Clifford matchup. So I figured I had such a shitty Clifford matchup, I might as well just main Night Beams. And I didn't care about Vanity's emptiness, so that's why I didn't play Space. But yeah, this was really good. This is like good against any deck. Like after the tournament, I became like a really huge fan of this. Like at first, I really didn't think it was all that great, but Night Beam's a really good card. Also for the 1-ofs, I played 1 book. Amazing card, especially with Floodgates on board. Snatch Steal, you're playing tributes, you gotta play Snatch Steal. Regeki, you're really good with a Banisher or other Floodgates. And then one of the Floodgates was Defissure, which was really good because you can use it turn 1. But yeah, Defissure put in a lot of work. And that's it for the spells. I believe it's like 14 or something like that. 14 or 13. I think it's 14. And then for the traps, played Double Deep Prison. One of my favorite traps like of all time. I love this card so much. So I played 2, really good against like mostly everything, and then I decided to play a second Mirror Force. Before it was just 2 Deep Prison and 1 Mirror Force, but like I wanted more outs to like Yahtzee or Leo, and Mirror Force is really good against Clifford and against anything if you have Floodgates out. So that's why I played 2. The second Mirror Force was actually the 41st card in the deck, so yeah, I just straight up just added it in. So yeah, it's really good. Like the battle traps put in a lot of work against everything pretty much. And then my targets for Mermelio were Bottomless and Time Space. The 2 best trap hole cards pretty much that you have. Before I was running these 2 and Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare, but that card is just really not that good. So yeah, I played these 2. I also played Warning and Compulse. Just 2 really good 1-ofs. So I just played them. I wish I had this every game, but that's not possible once I stacked. And then I played Soul Drainer Macro. Really good. This is like the best trap in the whole deck. This is like good against like any deck, because one of the games against Clifford, they couldn't get their sacrifice because of this card. But yeah, 41 card deck. That's it for the traps. I think I played like 10 or 9. Shoot, I should probably know. I think 10. Yeah, 10. But that's it for the main. I'm just gonna go through the extra real quickly. Played 1 Rhapsody, 1 Cowboy. I'm just running 1 Cowboy, of course. I think I'm running 2, maybe a 3rd, but yeah. I'm just kidding. 1 Dweller, Exciton, Castel. The extra deck is pretty much just like standard. Like you don't go into this at all, like unless you really have to. It's anti-meta, so playing 1 Heartland Draco, 101 Black Ship, Ragnar Zero, good against Clifford, never went into it. Kieran Gorgon, pretty good with your Floodgates. Dark Rebellion, good beater. Gem Knight Pearl. I went into this once actually against Evil Swarm just to get over Ophion, and I opened double Tengu. So for skill drain crazy box, 1 Downer because I played Snatch Steal, so I could just take the Dante and overlay into that, and then 1 M7. This card like came up a lot in testing, and it was like a game-winning card. Like usually I would just overlay like a Caius and Majesty's Fiend or 2 Caius together, and return something for a bunch, or return something and then just attack for 27. It was really good. I never used it in the tournament, but it's like you have a lot of space in the extra deck, so I played it. Like I said, you don't really go into your extra deck too often in this deck, but I mean it's there just in case you need it. And then for the side, I was really happy with my side, other than like 1 card, which is this card, Puppet Plant. It just didn't Like, this should have been another out to Denko. Like, I just really underestimated how good Denko was, like, even against this deck. And I just got destroyed by that card, so next time I'd probably play, like, Chaos Trap Hole or something, like anything, any other out. I also played 2 Fire hands and 3 Ice hands. These were, like, the MVP. So good against Clifford and, like, random rogue matchups. When you're siding these in, you're usually siding out, like, your Banishers or whatever, Macro, Soul Drain, Defissure. That's it for the matches in that side. Played double space. I didn't even play 3 space like in the deck, so I just played 2. I figured I had enough hate for Clifford, so I played triple Ferryman. So like I said, 10 cards against Clifford, the hands, MSCs, and Ferrymans. So it gives me a pretty good chance, because like I said, it's like my worst matchup. And then the last 3 cards were, of course, triple Shadow Mirror. Just extra floodgates against those really good decks. So yeah, that was it. I also got this token. I forgot who gave it to me, but shout out to you for giving me the token for trade. That was it for the deck profile, guys. I'm just going to quickly run through what I played against. Round 1, I played against Bujin. I 2-0'd it. She was really cool. I just opened Banisher, and she had like both games I opened Banisher and back row, and she opened like not Yamato, and she had like Honest and Cranes, so they were pretty much dead with Banisher. But yeah, and then round 2 I played Clifford. I won 2-1. Pretty much what I expected was I lost game 1 pretty slowly. Actually, I like stalled it out for a while with like good amount of back row, but most of the damage was from him paying from Scout. He locked himself out because he went like double Scout just for extra searching, but he thought I would have an out to one of them or something, but I just left it on board and he kind of got himself stuck. And then that was for game 2. But yeah, and then I just won games 2 and 3 because of my side decks, and Fire hand was like MVP, or not Fire, but both of the hands were MVPs. Just like I opened one hand and I would just clear his board. It was really good. And then round 3 I played Evil Swarm. I won 2-1. I should have lost. Like, that's like a shitty matchup to me. But he didn't play any like real good back row. I don't know, I didn't see any real back row. Like I saw he had a lot of set, but whenever I would just attack in, like they were nothing. He didn't activate them or whatever. But yeah. Round 4 I lost to Dolls 1-2. Game 1 I opened Banisher, Macro, and good back row, so I just won easily. And then games 2 and 3, like, he's just summoned Denko, and then I lost. Like, there was nothing I could do to that card. Denko is just so powerful. Or was this not? Or I think this was actually a different game. But anyways, he had like all the good answers anyway, and I didn't open any of my floodgates. So yeah. And then round 5 I 2-0'd Clifford. Only reason why I won game 1 was because of where is it? One card. Oh, I can't find it. Oh no, I found it. This card, because he couldn't get a sacrifice and he had to neg to get rid of this card. And this is actually really, like, I didn't know the ruling for it. Like, a lot of people told me that Defissure and Macro wouldn't really work against them because they wouldn't even hit the grave. They would just go straight to the extra. But they ruled it so that they would actually get banished. I think that's the right ruling. Sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah, like, I guess they do get banished. So those were actually really good game 1. That's why I won game 1 too. And then game 2, my side deck came in, so I just had the hands and I opened Ferryman. It was really good. And then round 6 I played BA. I 2-1'd BA. Game 3 was really close. Like, I had like 1400 life points. These 3 cards in hand. 2 Majesties and Vanities. He had like 3 cards in hand, 2 face down spells and traps, and like a Virgil and a Seer on board, just attacking, swinging. And then I top deck this card, tribute his Virgil, summon Majesty's Fiend, attack over Seer, and his back row just wasn't real, so I just kept swinging into set monsters, and I drew a second Stormforth, so I tributed for Vanity's Fiend, so I just had these 2 on board and I won. So yeah. And then round 7 I got 2-0'd by Clifford. I just got destroyed. Like, nothing happened. I like stalled it out with back row, but I couldn't really get anything going. And then game 2 I could have won, but he had the Solemn for the Fire Hand effect, so I pretty much lost from there. I think I would have had a chance if he didn't have Solemn, but it happens. And then round 8, I lost to Dolls 2-0 because Denko. I just got destroyed by that card. I had like no outs. Like, I don't know. That card is really, really, really good. Like, the same thing happened games 1 and 2. He just summoned Denko, and I pretty much lost from there. And then round 9, I played against the Lightsworn rulers, and I opened a Banisher and Macro and whatever, and I won because he was playing Lightsworn. Not that Lightsworn's bad, it's just that this deck is pretty good against Lightsworn. But yeah, that was it. I ended 6-3. I just needed to win one more round to top, but it's all good. I got 42nd place. Like, I was really happy with this deck. I didn't expect to do as well as I did, but yeah. Oh, I also got a 3rd copy of this card, which was nice. And I'm not sure if I'll be playing this deck for the next regional. I might, thinking about it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry, it was like really long actually. Oh shit, it's really long. But yeah, like, subscribe the video, or like the video, subscribe to the channel. Alright, thanks guys. Later.